March 30th, 2012, the end of the first quarter of this year. Big news coming from France. French police have arrested 19 suspects in dawn raids across the country. Most of them are what Nicolas Sarkozy refers to as radical Islamists. The raids occurred in Toulouse, Nantes, Nice, and Le Mans, and also in the Paris suburbs. Sarkozy said that we have some extremely precise questions to ask a certain number of people. And what happened this morning with the raids will continue. It will allow us to expel from our national territory a certain number of people. Until there's a presidential campaign in France. Well, if you think that the Middle East is a little bit of a boiling cauldron right now with the Iranians, wait till you hear this. The Japanese announced today that at a cabinet meeting they had decided to shoot down the North Korean missile that the North Koreans are planning to fire to honor the 100th birthday of Kim Il-sung if the missile goes over Japanese territory. That will definitely ratchet up tensions. In Japan as well, on the last business day before the April 1st renewal deadlines, there's been a disappointment in the reinsurance market. It seems that the big three Japanese insurance groups have decided that they are going to buy less excess of loss coverage. They've agreed instead to significant event limits in their pro rata shares. This means that in fact they have dropped the total amount that they can recover in the event of another earthquake. However, despite the reduction in demand, rate increases have been strong. Pro rata treaties have gone up in some areas about 100%. Liberty Insurance up in Boston announced that they've acquired the Russian insurance company KIT Finance, which is owned by the Russian Railway System and Russian Pension Fund, the Railway System Pension Fund. The company's headquartered in St. Petersburg and wrote $50 million in gross premium last year. Marsh McLennan, the big American broker, said that risks in Asia, specifically industrial risks, are underinsured by about 60%. They said that the Thai floods brought people to wake up to that fact. If you're in Bermuda, you were talking about this. There was a big fire at a place called the Pembroke Dump last night. There's a dump that's composed of tree stumps, leaves, and various other things. Ended up bringing out every firefighter on the island. The fire was fanned by 50-mile-per-hour winds. People were warned to stay inside. It's still not out. Foxconn, the company in China that produces parts for Apples, specifically iPhones and iPads, is committed to a reduction of weekly work time from 60 to 49 hours a week. The Fair Labor Association, an American-based company that's going to be inspecting the compliance, said that the Taiwanese company had agreed to the change. Foxconn employs 178,000 people at plants in China. And in China as well, soon-to-be relaxed rules allowing American insurers and foreign insurers to insure Chinese auto insurance market people are attracting a number of international carriers. The policy shift was announced 2 months ago during a visit to the U.S. by the Chinese Vice Premier Xi Jinping. Right now, non-Chinese carriers only have about 1% of the Chinese auto insurance market. And if you're in Britain, this won't surprise you. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development said that the British economy sank by 0.1% to 1% during this first quarter. This follows a slightly larger 0.3% contraction during the final 3 months last year, so this officially means that Britain is in a recession. This is the so-called double-dip recession. It's expected to be a relatively mild one, however, it's not good news for the Labor-Liberal-Democrat coalition. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll be back to tell you. Thank you for watching and have a good weekend.